He deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Red Wolves offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
Lots of room to run. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Pumps it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That is what we call in the end of... Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. So UTSA's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty...
Loose in the middle. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The run inside. It's Clay. Makes it past the marker. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Now catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 20. Yard line before he stopped right there. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. We've had some early action here as they take over trailing 13-7. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air. It's McCown. Makes the catch. It's Henderson.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And it's the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Little. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the catch on the left. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. Ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside, it's Peterson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Might have a chance. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's McCown. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The run inside. It's Peterson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in, it's Henderson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Running inside, it's Henderson. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's a little room there. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking for a crease. It's Clay. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Offense in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Back to pass. It's Owens. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Can't get him to the ground. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The run inside. It's Clay. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Fitted in the window for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
30, UTSA, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, it's Peterson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's McCown. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took it. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. To the air, it's McCown. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. This all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Direct snap. It's Henderson. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Red Wolves sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Quick release on the RPO. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We've UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab, it's Campbell. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He goes right back to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used the timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Roadrunners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And we've got a shootout.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the 2nd half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the counter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Crimson Tide in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. What a 1st half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Red Wolves will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the UTSA head coach at halftime. He is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running inside, it's Henderson. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Trying to move them on the counter. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
In the red area, it's Henderson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength. There.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Release to the back. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, UTSA! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he added the extra point.
44, Arkansas State, 30.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for space. It's Clay. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Red Wolves. In the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Burris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
At the 42, brings up 2nd down.
Powers through the defender. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw it. It's complete. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw. It's Owens. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense with jumbo personnel. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the ball. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Peterson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And it's the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to...
Snagged it, and there's running room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Little. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pressure coming. Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone. It's Clay. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they're able to get him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Clay. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
41, Arkansas State, 36.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The snap sets up to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Roadrunners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They feed him again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Under fire. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gonna run it. It's Henderson.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Roadrunners! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Clay. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught on the outside, it's Burris. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Owens. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They're dealing with a second and long.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
To throw, it's McCown. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Looking for space. It's Peterson. There's some room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Running the red zone. It's Peterson. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. To the air, it's Owens. Pulls it in, it's Clay. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator